with an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, this was a great college baseball game. I mean, we've been playing in a few of them the last couple of weeks, and Zach pitched his heart out. Our team played well. Both teams played well. No miscues. It's just a solid pitch game by both pitchers. Zach was absolutely phenomenal. He pitched his best game on national TV, and he's a great pitcher and a great player. And he's our Friday night guy, and we needed a big effort from him, and he gave it to us today. It was unfortunate that we came on the losing end of it because he deserved better than that. We couldn't scratch a run through, and you got to give a lot of credit to Oregon State for their pitching and defense as well.
Which has that rank among the heartbreaking losses you suffered in your career?
Well, when you play, as many games as we play, and you coach as long as I've been fortunate enough to coach, you're going to have games like this. I'm definitely saddened that we didn't win because it was there to be had on a great effort that Zach gave. On the flip side of it, I'm proud of my guys. I like the way we played. I mean, we played with passion. I think there's no question that we're a national team, and it just wasn't meant to be today. We'll have to go back and go after it. So does it hurt? Absolutely. We want to win. We came here to win. We didn't come here to take a back seat. We came here to win this thing, and we're not done yet. We're going to keep playing hard, and we really believe we still got a chance.
What were you weighing on how far to go was that?
Well, he was at 111 pitches after the 8th inning. In an ideal world, I'd like to be able to take him out, but he's pitching a no-hitter. He's totally, well, you can say he's pretty dominant. Quite honestly, I mean, even the hit they got, it was through the infield, so it wasn't like the balls were even being hit hard. Were there any balls hit hard the whole game? Truthfully, I'm not sure there was. First batter, yes, the first batter of the game, and after that, I don't think there was even one line drive the rest of the game. I don't think. So with that, there's no way as a coach, it kind of puts you in a precarious position because your boy's getting up in his pitch count. But you couldn't take him out. He's a champion. I can't take him. He's our thoroughbred, and he wouldn't come out. I wouldn't have been able to go get him anyhow, so that's how it is. So if you're going to go down, you go down with your best. And, for Oregon State, they were able to find a hole. He made a good pitch, and you got to give a lot of credit to their hitter, to Wong, to get that hit where he did. I mean, he battled and he found a way to get through the hole there, and so you tip your head off to him. But you go down. In my opinion, you always go down with your best guys, and I'd do it again in 100 beats. I mean, a guy's pitching a no-hitter. He's 1 out away from pitching a no-hitter. Now he wouldn't have went out in the 10th. There was no way I was going to send him back out there, but I had to let him have that game.
Zach, can you take us through a little bit your emotions right now? How difficult it must be?
I mean, it's hard to swallow. I felt like I did definitely give us a chance to win today, but I give those guys a lot of credit. I mean, they played unbelievable defense. I mean, all 3 or 4 of their pitchers that came in were outstanding. As you can tell by the scoreboard, we only had 4 hits. And I give them a lot of credit for staying in the game, too. I mean, not having a hit going into the 9th inning with 2 outs. A lot of focus is required, to be able to put the bat on the ball like that. So I'll give it to him.
How about Wong's at bat? Was that the pitch you wanted, where you wanted, and everything?
It was definitely the pitch I wanted. I mean, it was a split finger, and toward the end of the game, I was starting to leave it up in the zone a little bit, and made a mistake, and he capitalized on it. So I tipped my hat to him.
How much did you use the splitter today?
I used it a lot. It was definitely, the fastball and the splitter were definitely my go-to pitches when I needed them.
Have you ever pitched a better game than that?
I don't think so. I don't think I have. That definitely is my favorite memory, I think, so far.
Zach, how close was the pitch to Sanchi on a leadoff walk?
I don't even know. I really don't remember. I was kind of in the zone. Don't remember those kind of things.
Did either one of you think that there still was a pretty good shot at a play at the plate on the run? Looked like it was hit shallow.
Yeah, it was hit shallow. It was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that we weren't able to make the play, but it is what it is.
Coach, would Zach be available if necessary?
Absolutely not. No. He's our thoroughbred. He's going to be extremely high draft pick next year, and he is, He's our big-time player. I mean, he was the number 3 prospect out of high school as a junior. Decided to stay home, and I've got the charge to. He's got the charge in his mind. He wanted to take Michigan back to Omaha, and so he decided to stay home when he could have went anywhere in the country. And he picked Ann Arbor. My job is to make sure I do everything I can to help him, help this team, and then secondly help him eventually move on in his professional career. So I'm always going to guard Zach, and that's why I say when he's at 111 pitches, he knows how I am, and we talk real well. We got a great relationship. We're as bad as we want to win, we'll never risk a kid for that. So we're not going down that road. So we're going to have to do it without him. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, he ain't coming out of the lineup. I can assure you that.
What was? I mean, you saw him as a hitter, or I mean, pitcher. What was Jorge doing that kind of threw you guys off too? I mean, you're a 300 hitting team with a lot of home runs.
He was all around really good. I mean, I think the thing that for me as a hitter was what contributed to my lack of success today was he was really sneaky to the plate. I mean, I think he was throwing hard. I mean, he was throwing in the 90s, but you know, when you're not seeing the ball all the way through, it looks more like 98. And so he was getting in on me, and I give him a lot of credit. He threw a great game.
Were you surprised to see him come out when he did?
A little bit, yeah. I know that he'd thrown less pitches than I did at that point, and you know, he was pitching a hell of a game as well. So I was surprised to see him come out.
Zach, how'd your arm feel coming out for the night?
It was dead. It was dead, but you know, like Coach said, he's not going to be taking me out, especially with no going. So I didn't care.
Coach, you just finished a series against a team that has arguably one of the best pitching staffs in the country at Vanderbilt. How did the guys you saw 3 or 4 pitchers tonight? What do you think of their pitching?
Well, very good. I mean, I think that's the key to Oregon State's success is the fact that you know, they got great pitching, they play great defense, and you know, if you do that, you're always going to be in games. And just like we pride ourselves on having good pitching and playing great defense. We didn't have the same depth that Vanderbilt had on the mound, so we knew we had to get into the winner's bracket if we were going to beat them. But at the same token, if you pitch as well as they did today and we did, it's going to be a coin flip to see who wins and who gets the if you want to call it the break or whatever. And you know, Wong had a great at bat. He hit it through the hole, and you got to tip your hat off to him. He came up with a big 2-out hit when he had to.
Zach, what Coach said about your coming out of high school, they're pretty much square with how you felt. I mean, did you always wanted to be a Wolverine first and a pro second?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I told the people regarding the draft that I think the phrase was it would take a life-changing amount of money to sign me. I mean, I really wanted to go to Michigan, and I'm happy I'm here.
You grew up in the shadow of the big house. Like, how far from campus?
10 minutes. You know, right down the street. My high school actually is right across the street from the big house. So.
Rich, when you can't get your leadoff guy on it, right? I know the early, and you knew it was going to be like a 1 or 2 run game. How much does that take away from what you like to do, running and hit and run and move runners?
Well, there's no question. We didn't have many runners to do much. I mean, the time when we got our first runner on, we drag butt it and we tried to hit and run. So we tried twice, and then the next time we got when Van Buskirk stole the base. So we tried when we had opportunity. We didn't have many opportunities. It was just one of those kind of games. And I really thought that I thought the game would probably be decided on a home run with the wind the way it was blowing out. I thought someone was going to catch one, either us or them, and it just didn't happen today.
But not getting that leadoff guy on,
well, that
impacts your game.
I think it impacts anybody. The leadoff man in baseball usually scores a high percentage of time. So, and the same goes if you study Oregon State's season. And it's really, you could study any college team. When they get the leadoff man on, then that's when they score their runs. When the leadoff man isn't on, it makes it more difficult to have the big inning. So then you're going to have a lot of those tight games. And neither team was able to get too many leadoff men on today.
Looks like we've got Oregon State outside. We'll take any last questions. Thank you both.